Hi, everybody. I'm Ray. This is Alex. We are here gathering at what's this place called?
The Meadowlands Environment Center.
The Meadowlands Environment Center. We are actually entering NASA's competition. What's it called again?
It's called Exploring Hell, and they've listed on the HeroX competition platform.
Yeah, so Exploring Hell, what that means is they want us to help build a rover to send over to Venus, which is pretty cool. So we're going
It's
to be.
actually pretty hot.
It is
Which
actually
is why.
very hot
There
over
you go.
there. Yeah. But we're going to introduce ourselves and then show our daily progress of how this is going about so that we could be winning our $15,000 pretty soon. So I'm going to have Alex here introduce himself first. So Alex, how you doing?
Hi, so my name's Alex Beebe. I'm working. So I've been working as an engineer for the last 6 years, and I studied aerospace engineering. I've been following NASA and various players in the space industry for a while. And yeah, this was an opportunity I felt to contribute to the space exploration in a real way, and it just sounded like fun as an engineer.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. Uh, yeah, for myself, yeah, so Alex is like pretty smart, he went to like Princeton and everything, and he was telling me about this competition, and I was like, oh yeah, I'd love to do something like that. I'm a physics teacher. I teach like pretty much like 10 minutes that way. And I have like a physics and engineering club where I'm always telling kids to do stuff and do competitions and things, and I was like, I should like lead by example. So I wanted to enter this competition with Alex, who's wicked smart. So I could just piggyback on him and learn a lot of stuff from him. And and I also just feel like if I'm always telling my kids to do something, I should also do it myself. And just being able to enter something into NASA, whether you win or not, I just feel like is a great opportunity. So that's why I'm here and doing this. So we already have a lot of great ideas. So we'll see what comes of all of that. All right, everyone. I want to kind of go more into the nitty gritty of this NASA tournament lab that we've been talking about, exploring hell, avoiding obstacles on a clockwork rover. So again, if you are interested at all, just follow this website here, herox.com/venusrover/guidelines, and you could just click solve this challenge. Again, what I want to show is they're trying to send a rover to Venus. A big problem with that is Venus has a very high pressure, and it's very hot in Venus. That being the case, a lot of electrical things do not work. So this rover has to be very mechanical in the way that it functions and is able to roam around Venus. So for us, what they have actually, NASA already pretty much has built the rover itself. It's pretty much, has these things on wheels and has this wind turbine here that's able to store energy. There's low winds on Venus, so it's able to store energy. And that when it turns like that, what's it doing is winding a spring that stores energy, which allows it to move around Venus. So they already built this. So what they need help with, the design challenge is, they have this already. They want us to build a mechanical sensor. So while it's roaming around Venus, if it hits like a large rock, it wants it to be able to have a mechanical sensor that says, okay, don't go here, turn around. Or if it hits like a ditch or something like that, it's like they want to build a mechanical sensor, don't go here, turn around. So they need help with building a mechanical sensor. Again, no electricity or anything. It has to be all mechanical because it's so hot over there that you can't really have anything electrical. So some things, the three obstacles they're mainly worried about is slopes greater than 30 degrees, either up or downhill. So if the slope is too high like this, over 30 degrees, or too low like this, the mechanical sensor wants to be able to detect that and then say, oh, don't go here. It's too high or it's too low, and you won't be able to go up or you'll fall down. So it will be able to mechanically sense that and tell the rover, turn around, go somewhere else. Another thing is rocks greater than 0.3 meters in height or dips. So if it has like a dip here that's 0.35 meters or higher, if it's lower than that, there's no problem because it'll just be able to go over that and it's fine. However, if it's bigger than that, we don't want to keep bumping into it. The sensor should be able to say, oh, there's an obstacle here, turn around, go somewhere else. So we want it to be able to sense that mechanically again. And then lastly, again, if there's a dip or cliff like this, we want it to sense, okay, you're going to get stuck here. Don't go here. The mechanical sensor is going to be able to detect that and then go back and tell it to move back and don't go this way. We want this rover to be roaming around Venus for at least 6 months, which is a challenge because it has to be all mechanical, no electricity or circuits or anything like that. So that's primarily the challenge, building this sensor that will be able to tell this rover not to go through these 3 main obstacles. Again, there's a lot more information. So if you want to look at the information, the prizes here, the timeline, the scoring card, how it's judged. So if you want to look at that, I'll put the link to it down below and you can watch that. Another cool thing that it really seems is since the atmosphere is very dense in Venus, when they're dropping off this rover, it seems like it's so dense that they barely need a parachute. They just need like some kind of surface that'll be able to capture a lot of the air. And it could pretty much just be dropped and then it'll just pretty much float to the ground like this since the atmosphere in Venus is so dense. It's almost like swimming in water. Well, it'll be able to kind of like float down like that. So that's pretty cool. So it doesn't really need parachutes or anything as it lands to Venus because the atmosphere is so dense in Venus. Anyway, this is the first video. As we move on, we've already kind of talked about certain ideas of the sensor and what to do, but each week I want to kind of be giving updates on that. So we kind of went through that, but I'll be sharing from probably every week about what some of our ideas are and how we're progressing. So hopefully that'll be exciting. And yeah, we'll make a cool rover contraption thing that'll go to Venus. All right. Hope you guys are here for the next video. Stay tuned for everything that's happening. Thanks for watching.